One shot. Let's begin. Detective Gengetsu's Case Files by Blue Manga. This is the one I've been putting off because look at that. Oh, you can't see that. You see this little bar at the bottom here? Look at how big it is. It goes all the way up to 100. I might stop midway through, to be honest, and we'll make this a part one because that's 100 pages. That's 100 pages. If they're not wordy, maybe, but I might stop at around page 50, to be perfectly honest. So we'll see where it goes. Let's. I'm not reading all this. I'm a detective. Not enough people know how amazing Gengetsu-san is. Genki Tomoya, age 15. My goal is to make Gengetsu-san into the most renowned detective in the world, so that his fame will finally match his talent. I'm finally here, Gengetsu-san's detective agency. Even though I'm here to become a detective's apprentice. Mystery number 1. Who introduced Genki to Gengetsu? There's just one mystery that I have no idea how to solve. Welcome, Genki-kun. It is I, Gengetsu Shingo. Why does Gengetsu barely have any clients? Let's see. You're thinking out loud, Genki-kun. Why does he have no clients? Why has the world heard of his exploits? Why does he run his agency out of his bedroom? The world's most incredible detective. This incredible man. Let's see. That secret meaning is... Forgive me. I completely missed it. Well, really? Anyway, Genki-kun, my logo has a secret meaning. Did you catch it? Detective Gengetsu, solver of the unsolvable, the genius who cracked the enigma of the lost city, the fearless challenger, the underworld's darkest mystery, the man who caught the phantom thief. I was just kidding. Wow, how do you manage to cram so much information into a logo? Truly, you have floored me again, Gengetsu-san. If you want to join my detective agency, you have to pass this test. What is the secret meaning? You must solve this mystery right here, right now. There really is a secret meaning of the logo, though. My apologies. What a gullible kid. Question 3. Mystery number 3. What is the hidden meaning of the logo? There's a lot of pressure on me. I'd like you to give it a try as well. Can you get to the answer before, Genki-kun? If you're watching this, whenever Genki faces a mystery, whenever I ask him a question... By the way, I'm recording our conversation, so any new hires can use it as training material. Oh, I'm reading this the wrong way. Why did I read it? Okay, whatever. I have to solve this mystery if I want to join. Well, first of all, Tentai is an obvious pun, meaning this place is for detectives. And then we have a V. In Roman numerals, that's 5. So along the Suki, we have 5th month. And in English, the 5th month is May, which sounds like May. So actually, your logo means My Tante, Great Detective. That's right, but the Great Detective Gengetsu wouldn't come up with something so childish. There has to be more. What if the V is an arrow pointing at the moon? And it's a cipher based on different moon phases, or the lunar calendar. No, May Tantai was the right answer. Sorry for being childish. No, I'm so sorry. Meitentai Jimushu Agency. I've been using that name for a long time now. Although, these days, I call it Gogatu Tante Jimushu because it's more convenient. Anyway, Genki-kun, starting today, you remember the Gogatu Tansai Agency. Yosha! Mystery number 3. Solved. The logo's hidden meaning is Meitantai. But wait. Is this really bad for business? No one's going to figure out what this means. And on my Maps app, it's just listed as V-Moon. How would any clients find their way here? As you could see, your earlier question has been answered as well. One solution leads to another, so we must build a mystery map to connect the mysteries. The reason I have no clients is because the name and logo are confusing. Mystery number 2 solved. Detective Gengetsu has few clients because the branding of his agency is confusing. Change them then! No, I will never ever change the name or logo. Why? The name and logo are important for many reasons. I won't change them. End of discussion. Question 4. Mystery 4. Why won't Gengetsu change his name and logo? At least fix the mistaken name on the Maps app. Fine. Now I'll start your detective orientation session by explaining some of the toughest, craziest cases I've solved. For example, One of our earliest cases, the case of the high school serial public defecator. Mystery number 5. What was the truth behind the case of the high school serial public defecator? Sorry, but I just ate. Can we do a different one? Sure. Do you want to hear about the Cruz case, where I caught the mysterious crime troupe and 3 mafia families? Wow! Or the village incident, where people were killing each other every year during a festival. Yikes! Or perhaps when I had to team up with a foreign spy to save the president. You saved the president? Or my arch nemesis, Layer. Shinchan, are you telling tall tales again? Ugh, Mom! Oh, Shinchan, are you telling tall tales again? Ugh, Mom! Not now. Mom. Shinchan, are you pretending to be a detective again? Save the president? Don't make me laugh. The president was your best friend's nickname when you were kids. You guys used to play detective all the time. But it's time to grow up. No more fake stories. Gengetsu-san's mom doesn't get it. She thinks that Gengetsu-san isn't a real detective. With all due respect, ma'am, Detective Gengetsu would never lie. Let's see. How dare you spout such bar-faced lies in front of my assistant? Proof? Do you have any proof that I'm not a real detective? Proof? You want proof? How about the 6 months worth of rent you still owe me? How about I kick you out of my house? How's that for proof? Get out of my bedroom. I mean, to my detective agency. I'll call security. I'll call security. This woman isn't actually my mother. She's just a spy after my detective files. Kick her out. Higiagired. Why do we always end up fighting? Why isn't it possible to just have a normal conversation? I wish we could just be a normal family. I only came up here to give you the cookies you asked me to bake. They're still so fresh. So eat them while they're hot. What just happened? Unable to process what just happened, subconscious starting to erase his memories to prevent his worldview from collapsing. That wasn't my mom. That was a villain. And their crime was forcing me to pay every month just to live here. That makes sense. Let's see. After all, there's no way that the great detective Gengetsu would be a NEET who'd argue with his mom like that. Let's go, Gengetsu-san. Together we can take them down. I'm sorry. I lied. That was actually my mom. And she's right to be mad at me. I mean, I don't have a job, and I don't pay rent. I see. In other words, for extremely logical reasons that you must keep a secret, you're forced to live as a NEET, even though you're the world's greatest detective. Sure. What is with this kid? Anyway, please continue where you left off. I believe you were talking about your arch nemesis. You sure you want to hear that? Yes, please. Criminal mastermind, Raishin Raya, codename Layer. He's the toughest and most dangerous criminal I've ever faced. His worst crimes include the million death incidents, the sinking country case, and the Fourth World War dilemma. I've heard of those. He's a genius with infinite funds and power, and I am the only detective who could stop him. Raishin Raya, enjoy your life as a free man while you can. The great detective Gengetsu is coming after you. Shinchan, don't raise your voice. I'm trying to watch a K-drama. The great detective Gengetsu's coming after you. He said it again in Aushita. Wow, Gengetsu-san is amazing after all. The world just doesn't understand Gengetsu-san's genius. Mystery number 6. Why does Genki trust Gengetsu so much? Now, let's do a review of my most recent case, the case of the museum murder. Of course, this case will involve Crime Corp's crime tools, so... Crime Corp? What's that? Crime Corp, you know, the biggest seller of crime tools. Their crime tools are used in 99% of all crimes. This is common knowledge. But if such an evil company existed, why would the government just shut them down? Are you testing me again? That's a good point. Just pretend it exists, okay? Yes, sir. Mr. Seven, why isn't Geki heard of Crime Corps? Looks like I'll have to give you a rundown of Crime Corp first. Thank you! Whenever someone wishes to commit a crime in this country, they use Crime Corp crime tools. Every week, new crime tools rotate to the storefront, meaning they can be brought. The crime tools can only be used in that same week. Here, take notes in this tablet if you want. Thanks. The week the case of the museum murder occurred, there are 4 crime tools for sale. Only 4? Is that normal? Good observation, Geki-kun. There were more, but I won't mention them. I want to make your deductions easier. Always remember, limitation birth creativity, for both the detective side and the criminal side. Yes, sir. Alright, these are the crime tools from that week as listed on hidden channels. A laser chisel. High-powered heat rays along the edges allow it to easily carve through anything. Comes with a feature to hide itself undetected. Recommended use, forging. A biological time-stop serum. Apply it to a body and it freezes in its current state. Recommended use, delaying rigor mortis. Time tricks unlocked room. The will booster. Any who takes these pills will have their mental limiters taken down and their emotion determination will be boosted. Recommended use to amp yourself up for a crime. A security hacking device. Disable security camera, robots, etc. Provides fake data so that disabling is not detected. Recommended use, limiting the amount of data a detective has. It takes time to get used to thinking about mysteries in the context of crime tools, so let me give you a warm-up. From what I've told you about the time stop serum, give you some rules governing its potential uses. Rules? Well, if you kill someone at 1400 and then you use 5 hours worth of the serum, it can look like the victim died at 1900 instead, since the condition of the body was frozen in time. So, what rule are you proposing? You could use the serum to make it seem like the victim died later than they actually did. But if I kill someone at time X, no matter when I apply the serum, there's no way to make it seem like they died earlier than they actually did. Your brain works quick. I'll give you a 70 for that answer. But I must correct you for one thing. You can use the time stop serum to make it look like the victim died earlier than he actually did. What? Mystery 8. How could you use the serum to make it seem like a victim died earlier than they actually did? I'm glad I gave you this warm-up. Crime tools can be challenging. Yeah. You need a time machine or something. I give up. It's not possible. Well, putting aside the S-ray... Okay, that's funny. Well, putting aside the S-rank time travel crime tools for now, what? A true detective never gives up. Here's a hint. One possible answer would involve multiple deaths. But no matter how many deaths there are, it's the same thing. Genki-kun, don't be blindsided by an omniscient, all-seeing eye. Sometimes you need to see things how a normal human would. So basically, I should think not in terms of objective fact, but in terms of subjectivity. Multiple deaths, subjectivity, how normally he would see things, upon discovering multiple bodies, to make it look like he died earlier than he actually did. I got it! To make a body X look like it died earlier than it actually did. You could kill a bunch of people at the same time, and then apply the time-stop serum to all the bodies besides X. Then, when the bodies are discovered, body X will be the only one that looks like it has been dead for a long time. I'll give you 70 points. You pass, but it's still missing a bit. Oh? Is it? The question was, how can you make it seem like the victim died earlier than he actually did? If all you do is not apply the serum, the victim looks like he died exactly when they died. Oh. A solution could be, you leave a lot of fake clues for the detective. I used 10 hours worth of the serum on all the bodies. LOL. To make them think that she used the serum on all the bodies. In reality, you kill them all at the same time, but the other bodies will appear to have been killed later due to the serum. Now, based on your fake clues, the detective tracks time from all the bodies, and it seems like the body X died earlier than it really did. But would it be that easy to fool a detective perfectly like that? Well, it depends. Stuff like applying different amounts of serum to each body would help confuse the detective. But really, as long as you increase the number of possibilities the detective has to consider, It's a win for the criminal. What's this? Is he frustrated that he didn't get the answer? You really are amazing, Gengetsu-san. Nah, I came up with the question of the spot, and it had more holes than expected. Sorry for the Kuso mystery, Genki-kun. Not at all. Mystery 8 solved. You can use the serum on all victims besides your target, and then fool the detectives thinking that you use it on everyone. Alright. Now that you're getting used to crime tools, I could introduce... Oh my gosh. Before I... Oh gosh, I think I might have to stop here, actually. Because it seemed like that we're going to be getting another mystery here. And we're already 16 minutes in. And we're only 20 some odd pages in. Like, I guess we're going to break this into multiple parts here. Because, like, dang. This was a lot. I mean, I'm 15 minutes in, and I just made it 20 pages in. Like, damn. This is so text heavy. Okay, I guess we'll review the first 20 pages, then tomorrow I could finish the next mystery or whatever, and then we go from there. This is why I was looking forward to reading this one. This is not something that I would necessarily want to read, if that makes sense. This is something I'd want to be like a detective mystery show where they go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I hope that as a viewer, this comes across better than it actually does. Because I'm trying to go like, oh, I'm the fanboy. Yeah. Maybe I'll change their voice for tomorrow there. But like, yeah, it's just a lot. And I think it is funny, right? I like the little thing with the grandma and her. I'm wondering about the mystery of the sky here. And the detective thing here. And I feel like this would have been better if you chopped this up into little pieces and made it like a little bit of a short story or short volume here, where it's not a one shot, it's a one volume. Because like 100 pages, 5 chapters, 20 pages, eight chapters, whatever pages here. I think they could make it work here. And I think that's my main thing. Reading this all in one sitting here is, a lot. But if we talk about the actual mysteries here, I guess this counts as a mystery, right? Right, like you add all these, and I think that's fair, right? You try to fool the detective here, you try to place the serum here, and then you're gonna essentially give it to because that's valid, right? But there is a mystery of like, hey, you gotta essentially lie and use the serum, sort of using the fact that the serum exists to throw off the detective, right? Cool. And I'm guessing this guy is. I feel like he's an author, because like having Crime Corp as a thing, that's a fair point. He's like, let's ignore that. A laser chisel. So we're probably gonna learn about these things soon enough then. Okay, and I guess I like the idea of the fanboy kid, and then the fact that this guy's a fraud. It probably just a really big. He's a bad businessman, and he's also probably just an author. That's really my guess. He's just an author, or a mangaka or whatever here, and because of that, he found his one fan here, the I'm a detective here, right? Who introduced Genki to Gengetsu here? And I guess that's it. We'll continue this tomorrow here. This might be better animated, and that's what I'll have to. I don't know. I feel like I definitely need more about this. Like I feel like I should like this logo thing here. This pun kind of, it's a pun that's hard to translate because it's not meant to be. It's a pun in a different language here, right? It's the 5, and then you do the Suki. It's like, okay, good. That one kind of went over my head, but sure, that one's fine. Those are hard to translate. And then if we go here, the branding, it's just he's a bad businessman, right? And sure, and then his parent goes and like chews him out, which is kind of funny here. It's like, oh, he's just a need. He never leaves his room here, so he's just kind of a loser who does this, that, or the other. And that's fine. We all have to go through it too. Enjoy your free life while you can. And I like the fact he whispers here. But yeah, this makes sense. He's just a need, and this kid's a little smaller, and he believes him here. and maybe they're just throwing things off each other, and maybe we'll see some value offered to him later. Um, awesome, awesome. And this could be like a Mob and Reagan type dynamic, I suppose, except not as much. But yeah, I like the idea of the fanboy. I'm just gonna do this in like 5 parts though, so I'm not gonna bore you with a 2-hour video, or maybe not bore you, but still. With all that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for being born, y'all. Peace out.